Good morning, good morning, good morning, thriving warriors. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 6:31 a.m.
Okay, Google, what's the date?
It's Sunday, February 5th, 2023.
Okay, Google, what's the weather?
It's 51 and partly cloudy.
Wow.
Today, it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 62 and a low of 38.
Okay, there are high winds outside. There are high winds. Okay, good morning. Here we are once again at Department of Career Services. Good morning, Charlene. We're at Department of Career Services, and our goal is to help you what? Matt Fisher. Good morning, Matt. Good to see you. How do you like your new place? How do you like the new place, Matt? So we're thinking about you, want to get you back up here to the Oasis where it is windy today. So our goal is very simple, to get you from point A to point B, where B is better. A to B. All right. We do that through a series of breadcrumbs. This is the first breadcrumb, this little podcast. I'm going to do this with this. A series of breadcrumbs. This is the first one, but down below in the description are additional 8 or 9 other breadcrumbs, including a link to our online course, the motivational video, the TED Talk of where we are. This is week 1, day 7. Amy Cuddy talking about what our body language says to ourselves, not to other people, but how our body language affects us. More on that later. We have the links to an Jordan Peterson short little video, Inc. magazine things, Seth Godin, David Goggins, our Bible study at Baraka Church in Houston. So time is racing, so let's get right into it. First thing we have to do, everybody get your coffee. I have the habit of using a French press. Get your coffee. And I, of course, add MCT oil, courtesy thanks to Charlene, who helps me make sure I help myself. Sip of coffee. Pen. I prefer the multicolored pen, and paper to write with, because if we don't remember it, it doesn't help us. If we learn something we can't remember, it's like not learning. Next, our breadcrumb is our simple theme of the day. It's simple. You want to get from point A to point B, where B is better. It's simple. Understand that life is suffering. Work to reduce it. Jordan Peterson. Life is suffering. Work to reduce it. Don't think that life is supposed to be easy, because it's not. It's actually indifferent. It's what our attitudes and other people that make it difficult. Okay, next breadcrumb. Our daily appreciation thing. So write, I'm so happy and grateful now that. And ask yourself, what am I so happy and grateful for right now? A lot of thoughts came to my mind. I'm going to say it's Sunday. Sunday, going to church, community, fellowship with the people. I'm going to get to Las Vegas to see the new apartment. Sophie's coming on Tuesday. I'm meeting our spiritual director on Monday, Jesuit priest, tomorrow morning. for an update on where we are. Dave and Randy are coming in a couple weeks. Got a lot of things happening. A lot of things happening with Fort Freedom. Stephen Wesley regarding the our opportunity for the beef jerky, branded Thriving Warrior. Just an incredible amount of things to be grateful for, and the ability to help other people in their lives. Okay, next, memes, next breadcrumb. Memes from today's motivational video, which again, the link is in the description down below. Please subscribe, click on the button, share. You know the thing. Oh, good. Diana gets to go to church today. Choich. Good. Which choich? What is the name of your choich that you're going to? Next breadcrumb, memes. Memes from today's motivational video. Today's motivational video was especially good, is especially good. They're always good. This one is especially good because it brings in a lot of the Jordan Peterson talking about responsibility is the thing that makes us happy, not pursuing pleasure. And that we need to carry a heavy load, the heaviest load that we can carry. Lift the heaviest load that you can conceive of. You'll see you can do it. Also, if we jump ahead to our metaphor table, our table metaphor, that if you build the legs of your table really, really strong and attach them to the table well, the table will be able to bear a heavy burden, a heavy load. The table will be very good if you have strong legs on the table. Another thing it talks about is emotional state, and if you want to change beliefs and things like that. So you have a bad belief and you have a good belief. There's a lot of energy associated with the bad belief. It's subroutines and programs within you. They talk about you need to have a high amount of energy to create a new belief to overcome the bad belief. And the way they described it got me thinking about how it is when people become born again. In the description of changing your belief, Joe Dispenza, I think is who it was talking about you've got to create this memory in advance. You have to picture it. You have to create this belief, and you need to know the date and time and everything about that you get really emotionally charged about your new belief, the thing that hasn't happened yet, the thing that you want to overcome, the bad belief. You need to know the day and time. Well, if you meet a lot of born again people, you say, when were you born again? When were you whatever? When did you come to the Lord? They know the exact time and date because it's a big celebration around it. It's not just a sprinkling on of water. Oh, you want to be baptized? Mom, here's some water. It's not that. It's a big deal where other people sharing it. You remember the date, you remember the time. And it was very emotionally connected, so it gets into our long-term memory. Okay, time is racing. Let's move forward. Next breadcrumb. So the point of this is to get you to watch the motivational video. Click on the links below. What's next? Seth Godin, what's next? The way we think about our priorities makes a difference. Leaders of every stripe make one thing more than another: decisions. Leaders of every stripe make one thing more than any other: decisions. In an environment with constraints, which is actually any environment, the decisions about time and resources, about what to do next, change everything. How do we decide what's next? It's based on urgency. How do we decide what's next? Is it based on urgency, proximity, values? First in, first out is not a strategy, it's an excuse. Even worse is the one about the squeaky wheels. Aha! Okay, so we always have to make decisions. And in any environment, the decision about time and resource about what to do next change everything. So the question would be, what are you going to do next? What are you going to do next? Are you just going to go on autopilot and do what you've always done? Or are you going to do something different? You're going to do something different. So some things we should continue to do. This gets to Mark Rowland. Look at your behavior. And for everything you do, ask yourself the question, is this behavior serving me well? Is getting up, watching this video like Matt is doing, is it serving him well? Should be. Should be. Let's see. We might have lost Matt. Matt, are you still there? Are you still there, Matt? Come in. Over. Charlene, are you there? Diana, are you there? Let's do a roll call. Let's see who's here. Because I might have to send Matt a message saying, hey, why did you drop out? It's only 10 minutes of pain. Would you rather be doing push-ups for 10 minutes or listening to this? Diana is here. Good. About Charlene. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to help each other get to someplace better. Why? Why do we want to do that? Because better is better. Because that's what we're programmed to do. Let's figure out what we're missing here. Theme, meme, TED. Oh, TED Talks. Amy Cuddy. Amy Cuddy. It turns out everybody knows about body language. We mainly focus on other people's body language to us. What do we see in them? We also focus on what do we want them to see in us. So the body language we project. Right? Amy Cuddy's talk is, what do we want our body language to project to us? What do I want my body language? Coffee stain. What do I want my body language to say to me, to tell me? And so it turns out if you do what she calls power posing for a couple minutes, you will raise or lower the testosterone and cortisol in your bloodstream. And the amount of cortisol you have tends to make you less confident. The more cortisol, the more testosterone you have, the better. Okay, Diana's here, Charlene is here, good. So it must be Matt who pulled the ripcord. Too much pain, too boring. Whatever. So Amy Cuddy is saying, let's focus on what our body language says to us. We'll do that through physical activity. So we'll make ourselves large, stretch out, breathe. 2 minutes, and we're going to release more testosterone. Good system. Good system. Don't get small for 2 minutes. Bad system. Cortisol. Unless cortisol is good. So, that's Amy Cuddy. Talked a little bit about our table. Okay, Diana, I also learned that I need to ask myself, is what I'm doing today going to get me closer to where I want to be in the future? Exactly, correct, right. Examine our beliefs. I hear the helots approaching. They're a few minutes early, but that's okay. I have to leave at 7, around 7:15, get to Rain Man, get to Camp Liberty about 8. Get ready to go to church. The other guys will follow a little bit later. I don't know if you can hear the coffee machine in the background. That was donated by the Blackstones. So, 15 minutes in, I feel like we're missing something. Okay, Diana, your usual. How do we get from point A to, what's one way to get from point A to point B? Act such that yesterday was the only easy day. Correct. Right. Thank you, Diana. On cue. Boom. Good system. Very happy to have you and Charlene both here, making a difference. There it is, right up there. Yesterday was the only easy day. Charlene, on the calendar behind your door, let's make sure to put the names of people on there when they appear and when they leave. So Paul should be on there for, when did he come in? Last Monday? No, whatever day, minus Lamar plus Paul. Whatever day Jamie left, that should be on there also. The day they arrive, the day they leave. So we have one empty room at Camp Liberty right now, a couple empty beds here. And at Matt Fisher's place, I think we have one empty bed. Sherwood is full. And Maryland Parkway is full. Okay. All right, people. Well, I just want to say my appreciation for you being here every day. It makes it much easier, better for me to do the thing when I know there's a couple people at least watching it live, in addition to the multitude who watch it not live. I appreciate you being there, being here, watching it live, providing input, and apparently it's become part of your routine. So let us say the usual. Okay, and cut. Thank you, Diana. How about you, Charlene? And cut.